Hey everybody, this is Brady with Titan Formworks. We're here with our newest episode for our training series. I'm joined today with my co-host Nick Dexter, and also here with Eric Bitton, who's on our ops team. And today we're going to be talking about kind of how a client experience is with our ops team and how you can expect to have your equipment delivered to your next job site. So guys, welcome. Thanks for joining me on the episode.
Yeah, thanks, Brady, as always.
Thanks, Brady.
We actually had a kind of a fun discussion last week. We were talking about the East Civic Tower. We actually got some new photos in, and I've shared them on the social media platforms. So if you haven't seen that last episode, check it out. You can find it on our YouTube page or on our website or on our social platforms. But our discussion today is we wanted to bring Eric in because of how we're handling kind of our operations and our deliveries for our equipment. And we thought, who's the perfect guy? And that's our guy, Eric, here. So Eric, again, thank you and welcome. Very quickly, tell us about yourself. How long you been with Titan? What do you do?
I'm Eric, operations coordinator. I've been with Titan for 10 and a half years, but I started with Seco back in 2006. So 19 years with the whole HICO organization.
That's amazing. That's a long time.
Yeah, when I first started, you had a lot of people that had a lot of years with this organization, so that's what I really liked. Yeah, I worked as a detailer in the engineering, and then material coordination, and then I came aboard with Titan.
Awesome. So how do you find it with the operations team? Do you feel like you're really making an impact with some of these jobs?
Oh yes, every day it's different. It's fun.
That's one of those things I really appreciate. It's like walking into work every day and not knowing what to expect because, every job site's different, it's pretty cool. So can you tell us a little bit about what the operations team at Titan does?
Yeah, we get an order based on the job site, either from the customer or the sales guy. And if they're wanting a whole level, certain area, or they even provide a list, we'll get the equipment ready, equalize out the loads, make sure we're not just sending all shores or aluminum, just kind of equal it out, make sure they have something to start the project with or start.
And that's kind of one of our I guess our important points is we send out those balance loads so that you guys can go, your team can start working, right?
Yeah.
You're not just getting shores and nothing to do with them, right? So
correct.
I always appreciate that, and I try to remind the clients, that's our goal, good to get you working as soon as possible. Hearing you guys focus on that, is huge, right? Because I'm sure the clients appreciate it.
Yeah, it helps them out and helps us out too.
So can you tell me about, how does that whole process kind of work? So if I'm the client and I've talked to the sales guy, we're ready to start our job site, where does ops kind of step in and make this happen?
We'll just get a delivery date or a certain area, load level, and then we'll take the engineering drawings, and if it's a certain area, we'll do a BOM, our own BOM with material, and get that equipment, how many shores, how much aluminum, and then we'll just base it off of round up to the nearest bundle or close to,
mm-hmm.
and then just fit it all on a truck as far as equalize the loads, so balance out the loads.
And Nick, for Eric mentioned that everything's kind of rounded up on the BOM. Is that how you guys plan out your drawings? Is trying to optimize loads?
Yeah, so we're pretty aware of kind of how the equipment gets sent out and how the pieces are bundled together. Ultimately, in engineering, we're trying to get the most optimum design that we can, and so we're going to try to, and that includes equipment optimization and taking into account that whatever we put on the drawing, has to be in our yard, has to be ready to go, has to all fit on trucks and get out there together. So generally our designs will include a comprehensive BOM of all of that material, but then it's up to operations to figure out, what is the most optimum way to bundle that equipment and to ship it and to get it onto the site on time for the client.
Awesome. I love that. Now, Eric, if I'm the client, and it sounds like a dumb question. Let's say you say the load's going to show up tomorrow. I'm ready to go. I've got my guys. I've got my forklift, and the crane's ready. What can I expect when the truck shows up? Is it just unload, ready to go? Am I looking for any kind of particular paperwork, or how does that work?
Yeah, we send a packing list with the truck driver, along with any special notes or recommendation, like drive like certain paths to a job site if one needs one. We send that, or any special notes, call 15 minutes prior. We'll give it to the truck driver. We schedule it per the job site's delivery. If they want it there at 7 a.m., that's what we shoot for. We try to, but stuff does happen. So
Yeah.
for the most part, I would say we do get a good delivery time, about
Nice.
1 to 2 hours. I mean,
Yeah. Even 1 to 2 hours is a tough timeline to hit. Like in trucking, that's like asking for the moon, So it's funny. I appreciate, like, okay, give me the 15-minute warning. I got my guys there. That kind of stuff really adds up and makes a difference when you are expecting stuff and want to get to work.
Yeah, and you got a crane that you got to unload with the crane. You got to coordinate with the crane. So we tried to do our best as far as I understand.
Okay, so let's say it's been a couple of weeks. We've cycled all through our equipment. We're ready to start returning. Like, what would the ops team recommend is the best way to kind of start packaging all that up and getting it back to Titan?
We would just we recommend at least like 48 to 72 hours, but I know that's recommendation, just so we can coordinate what the yard's closest, trucking company, to make sure we can get there whenever they need to, so their time is valuable too. So then, we just schedule a return truck per their request.
Okay, so as part of that, is it recommended that to send the loads back with the shipping reports, kind of figuring out what's what and where's where?
Yeah, we typically try to send a BTR with the material that they have on site, showing all their material that they have on site that they can see, and then we'll send them bill of lading from the trucking company, and have them print off of the job site, and then proper paperwork for when they're shipping the load back to have. So, and then there's a startup kit that we send out, or we can digitally send stuff as far as our bundling standards. Try to ship that material back safely.
And so just as like a quality control stuff, when you were accepting the equipment, you're looking for like damages, you're looking for, like equipment that's not even ours. Sometimes I know that happens.
Yep.
How does that kind of process work?
Yeah, so it comes into the yard. The yard usually counts it within about 24 to 48 hours. So then we could get the paperwork back to the job site to make sure what they say is shipped back versus what we ship back, so we can do a collaboration with that, make sure everything's, both job site and yards are on the same page. So then they count it, and then depending on how many jobs the yard has, they'll go through the material and pull out damaged equipment, bent shores or bent base plates or aluminum saw cuts, damaged end clips. So,
well, I've seen some of the damage that comes back. It's pretty brutal sometimes. It's
yeah.
like, what happened here?
Sometimes, yeah.
And that's just the nature of construction. It's like the Wild West, like everything everywhere all the time. So it is fun to see.
And that's a part of the operations team that some of us don't always see all the time, is the material that gets sent out and sent back definitely doesn't look the same. We've got to recondition it back to a condition that we can then send it out to the next job site. And so a lot of the secondary work the operations team does is to repair that equipment. Could you talk a bit about that process, Eric?
Yeah, so our yard guys will go through it and pull out like damage end clip and stuff damages, and then our repair welder or repairs will repair that end clip or nailer that needs to be replaced.
And I just want to give them a shout out, because those yard guys, like, they do a lot of work, and it's amazing what they can do. The equipment that comes back and is quality controlled and ready to ship out is amazing. Not only the quality but the quantity. It's a lot. So shout out to you guys if you're listening.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in Arizona where it's 110 or Chicago where it's snowing, or I mean, or Seattle where it's raining.
So, Eric, do you have any final thoughts or words of wisdom for us, for our clients, and for our Titan team?
I just appreciate giving us enough time to find a truck, or an understanding if a truck is late. So I appreciate that. I mean, we try our best. And
from an engineering standpoint, we're working on designs all day, and trying to put together these designs that, we're sitting behind a computer all day and putting these drawings together. And, at the end of the day, we're a formwork company, and the people that are actually handling the formwork and getting it out to the clients and getting it serviced are the operations team. And so huge shout out to all of those guys. I think it's one of the most crucial parts of the company, and you guys, really knock it out of the park every day. So, everyone on the team does a great job every day.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a big deal, and we appreciate it. Well, that's it for our episode today. If you'd like to follow us along, you can follow us on all of our social channels. Eric, thank you for joining us. It's awesome to hear from your perspective and learn more about you. We really appreciate it. And if you need Titan's equipment on your next job site, reach out to our sales team through our website or our social media channels. We monitor everything. So again, thank you. This has been Titan Formwork Systems, and we'll see you in our next episode.
Let's go.